Hey, good morning, everybody. It's Hammer. Today is Friday, November 22nd, 2024. I, of course, with Originator Success, here with your daily mortgage rate update, the only place on the web where you get to join me live each and every weekday morning, 9:30 a.m. Eastern Time, to go ahead and talk about what's going on with the markets, rates, and pricing. If you are watching on the replay, if you didn't catch us live, just make sure in the comments you go ahead and give me a hashtag replay in the comments. Let me know that you were here. Let Facebook and YouTube know that you were here. Those comments help us with the algorithm to get more views. Appreciate you doing that. If you're here live, say good morning. Let me know that you're here. Let me know what your plans are for the weekend. Remember, you can go ahead and smash that like button, tag an hello friend, share this post in a group. If you're on YouTube, go ahead and click that thumbs up and that subscribe button. Let's go ahead and say hi to the live folks. Who we got here this morning? We got Monica Dinkins, first one here. Good morning, Monica. Great to have you here, my friend. James Mahan, great to see you, sir. We got Mike Brown, Mallory Fotiadis, Megan Lindberg, great to see you. Colin Jordan, Mike Tebow, Kyle Mazikas, Rob Stewart, Amy Blauser, great to have all of you here. Allison Foy. I'm loving my new setup, by the way. I'm getting used to it. I just got a new stand. Check this out. Let me show you guys the setup. Look at this. I can do cool things like this now, right? I'm going slow so I don't make you totally sick. By the way, first snow of the year out here in the Smoky Mountains. The beautiful part, it'll be 60 degrees tomorrow and it'll all be gone. So it feels like winter and then that goes away. So showing you though what we got going on here. Take a look at the screens and look here. I got this cool new device. It's on, see it? It's got like a gooseneck design here that I can wiggle around, get out of the way. And I just take and flip my camera into those claws. And I have a wicked cool high resolution webcam. Also got a snazzy new cover for the microphone because the microphone cover, like the rest of me, has gotten gray. It's turning gray. So anyway, having some fun with y'all this morning as everybody gets in. Monica, you'll be in Virginia visiting your 91-year-old grandmother. 91, that's awesome. Have a fantastic time. Great job to embrace life, live your best life. Bobby Searson, good morning. Jeremy Lowe, you are always ready for some great news. Dude, you put more pressure on me than my wife. I can give you good news, okay news, can't give you great news. There is no great news. We're not going to see great news. Harry Dennis, good morning, sir. Benoit, great to have you here. Kenny, Allison, Amy, I think I said hi to everybody. So, all right, let's go ahead and dig into what we got going on this morning. Mandy Kangas, good morning. All right, bear with me. I'm going to go ahead and I got to look away as I click all the things. Oh, my goodness. Sorry, y'all. That's a family curse. I got big nostrils. I don't have nose hair that sticks out. It's trimmed, but you know, this is high res. You can see. I got to put this thing up, shining down a little bit more. You can see up that puppy. Anyway, sorry for giving you that view. Let's go ahead and go into what we got going on screens. Let me share that for you. All right. So, Jeremy, the closest I can give you to great news is that mortgage-backed securities are currently up 6 basis points on the day. You could see right here as on the right-hand side. Let me see if I zoom in on this a little bit. I don't know if it'll still scroll. No, so I got to redo those again, but that's okay. Anyway, while that's refreshing, we are up 6 basis points on the day. Let's move this over to a 2-day. You could see here that we are up a little bit on the day to start the day, up in overnight trading, but it's kind of lost ground from there. And we've got some economic data coming out this morning. We got consumer sentiment data and also some PMI data that's coming out this morning. Let's see. We will take a look here at the economic calendar and what we got going on for this morning. Let me wiggle this over a little bit so we can see the whole thing. So we've got S&P Global Manufacturing PMI, Global Composite PMI, and Global Services PMI, as well as the University of Michigan Conditions and Consumer Sentiment. The University of Michigan stuff, I think it's the same thing, the University Consumer Sentiment Index. Yeah, that's what I thought. So anyway, that's what we got going on this morning. And what that means is right now we're currently up a few basis points to start the morning, up that whopping 6. It's really going to keep rate sheets basically unchanged on the day. So quick recap on yesterday. By the way, it was another calm day. Now I can't scroll this. Let me refresh this. Hold on. All right, there we go. So yesterday was another calm day. You could see here, really not a lot of movement at all. Basically the same at the end of the day as where pricing came out, just a hair's breadth less, not really anything at all to worry about, and then recovered that overnight trading. So yesterday was a calm day, which was well received. Today, rate sheets are going to be basically unchanged. We've seen rates that have been holding in these same levels, 7.04, 7.05, 7.04. We were up on the 18th, which was Monday, 7.08. We ended last week on the 15th, 7.05. And that's right about where we'll end this week. So this week really saw rates unchanged. Rates continue to tread water, but there's really no expectation that things are going to improve from here. Reprice risk on the day is low. Like I said, we could see some movement as that economic data comes out. Otherwise, 10-year treasury yield 4.40, very much in that same flat line. Things are really treading water. The outlook remains a lot of the same right now, that rates aren't going to move much lower from here. It's likely we see rates creep higher heading into 2025, though. We're not seeing a lot of movement here. Let me go ahead and let's move this around a little bit. Let's see. I'm getting good at where I want this. Let me bounce this up a little bit. Okay. So taking a look here is what we got looking at the Fed futures. What are the expectations? What will happen with the Fed? Again, there is about 60-40. Yesterday, it was about a 55-45. Today, it's a 60-40 spread that we will see a quarter point rate cut. Part of this is because of some jobs data that came out, some of the deeper stuff. But either way, there's not a lot of expectation that we're going to see rates really move lower. And that would bring us to 4.25. As we head into 2025, it's the exact same thing. Whether we see a rate cut in December or January, markets believe that the Fed will be at about 4.25. Even getting into March, we do start to see at least coin flip going deeper, but not much. And as we head through that year, again, we're at 4.25 to 4. Here we are in June. 4 takes the lead, still at 25%, and then an extra 5 here. So about a 30%, 1/3 believe we would stay at about 4.25. As we get, let's just jump right to December. Expectations 3.75 to 4. So we're really not expecting to see markets improve much. This is going to change a lot as the new administration gets in and where things are at there. So as far as that Fed watch goes, a December cut's about a 60-40 right now. Cuts are in 2025 become much less likely. You don't have to rush to lock loans that are closing, in the longer term. But the advice does remain to go ahead and lock them. I mean, there's more risk than potential reward here. There's nothing out there that really would point to seeing rates significantly improve. Randy said, will they react to data if it helps us? It would. We would have to see really weak consumer sentiment. I mean, you'll see a small improvement to pricing. You're not going to have much of a choice anyway. It's not like, I guess if you could lock now with overnight protection, I don't think we're going to see that big of a move, but it could take us right now. We were at mortgage bonds were up about 5 or 6 basis points, 4 basis points at the moment. It would take you down maybe 10, and then it'll bounce back. So it should be an overall quiet day. That's why reprice risk on the day is low. Finally, low reprice risk on the day. We have seen recently where every day has just brought us, volatility and movement. So it's nice to see at least a little bit of reprice risk kind of ease out. Jay Rodriguez, it was great seeing you in Austin, man. It was wonderful meeting your wife and family. Live your best life. You know how I feel about this stuff. Turn off the phone and make sure you're present. And I think you're doing that. So that's awesome. Good for you. Mike Morano, need COVID 2.0. Yeah, I'll skip it, dude. I know how hard it is right now out there. I get it, but we don't need to go through that again. Good morning, Thomas Wolf, Lee Witt. Is it Wit or Wit T? I don't think I've ever asked you. Let me know. Is it Wit T? Give me like EE if it's witty, or is it wit? How do you pronounce it? Because you could pronounce it either way, right? Derek, good morning, sir. And Bobby J. Jones, good morning. So anyway, my friends, what are y'all doing this weekend? That's it. Next week, we've got, remember, we're going into Thanksgiving. The reality is we generally see money get parked into bonds right ahead of the holiday, but you don't see rate sheets get really that much better because lenders are also being a little conservative. as we head into that. Things will quiet down Wednesday afternoon, of course, be closed on Thursday. Bond market is open on Friday, but it's always a snooze fest. Traders are gone for the long weekend. Nobody's really working. Everybody disappears on Wednesday. Originator Success, just to be clear, will be closed on Friday. Also, I'm not going to do a video on Friday. We're just going to be repeating that there's not going to be anything new to talk about. And I'm going to be out in Charlotte visiting family. And anyway, we'll talk more about Thanksgiving next week. But this weekend, honey-do list stuff. Got to build a float for the Christmas parade for my wife's Women of Waynesville group. I'll be that shouldn't take long. I'll be building that real quick, and then we'll be done. Tim Klyla, watching the Lions go 10-1. Tim, come on, man? Did you ever think that those words would come out of your mouth or onto your keyboard about the Lions? Think about how long the Lions have been bad. And it's amazing. I wish Stafford was there for it, though. I think Goff's turned out to be a great quarterback, but Stafford was an amazing quarterback. Him and his family doing amazing things for the community and giving back. And I just wish that he had been there for that success. And he did. I think he did win a Super Bowl with the Rams. So, I mean, he's not totally out, but it did. I mean, he really, to me, was, Detroit's quarterback. But go Goff. You can't give that guy any less love, right? It's kind of like Joe Montana and Steve. Guys, I can't. What's wrong with me? I can't remember basic things. I want to say Steve Smith, but he was Steve Young. Thank you, Steve Young. It was like when Young came in after Montana. Montana was just an icon, and then Young was an amazing quarterback, but he wasn't Steve Montana, even though he had amazing results, right? So. Mike, you're doing an 8-hour CE course. Jerry Avila, good morning, sir. Allison lived the snow in Steelers game. Oh, loved the snow in the Steelers game, but not the outcome. Yeah. Did you see Jameis Winston, who he was like so excited to play in the snow? That's so funny. Again, speaking of snow, for those of you that didn't get to see, let me pop this off here. Got our first snowy day here in the Smoky Mountains this morning. And isn't this cool? I love this whole this phone webcam thing that I could just do stuff like this. Look at that. And it's zooming in. Just a little bit of snow, just enough to be snowy. And then but not enough to want to have to deal with it long term, right? So pop that back in here, and there we go. So, all right, my friends, well, TGIF, thank goodness it's Friday. Glad to be wrapping up. We'll be back on Monday. There's not going to be much to happen next week. It should be a quiet week. See a little bit of volatility just because there'll be low trading volumes, and you kind of see things bounce around when that happens. But overall, there's really not going to be much movement between now and the end of the month. You can float loans that have more time. Generally, though, I would be floating those looking for a reason to expect things to improve, and I don't see that. And that's why I'm just basically in a lock stance for the lock bias. I just think it's just safer right now. Amber said, what have you? Yes, thank you. I do have a beautiful view. I love where I live. So, Mr. Tico, giddy up, sir. Great to see you. All right, my friends. Jackie, good to see you, Jackie Dunlap. Great to have you here. So, all right, I'm going to wrap it up. Y'all have a fantastic weekend. I will see you. Oh, I started thinking to myself that I start doing this at the end of every show. So let me do this real quick. If you'd like to sign up for our free lock advice emails, we send them out each and every weekday morning, www.ratelockadvice.com, or you can use the cool QR code that's over here if you would like to do that. You can also sign up for our text alerts. They're $7 a month. Doesn't cost you a lot of money to protect your pipeline. You can sign up for those at www.ratetextalerts.com. If you'd like a reminder that I'm going live each and every weekday morning, you can sign up for that, hmmr.io/reminder. And if you'd like to learn more about Originator Success, go check us out at originatorssuccess.com. And if you just want a 5-minute overview of what we offer, what we do, you can check out hmmr.io/demo. So there's an inside tip. But all right, y'all. Well, have a fantastic day. Again, thanks for joining me. Appreciate all of you. I hope you all have a fantastic weekend, and I will see you on Monday. Take care and bye-bye.